Alright, today I'm going to talk to you about how to write a scientific procedure in the standard format that we use for procedure writing. So instead of using the procedure for an actual lab that we've done, I'm going to just take the steps for a fairly standard activity that probably most of you have done, which is to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. So I just pulled these instructions off of the internet, and we're going to convert them into the proper format for a scientific procedure. All right, so scientific procedures are always written in the past tense, so you're telling what happened, and in the passive voice. So when you use passive voice, you don't use I or we or the group. You don't attribute the actions to any specific person. So that's the part that's kind of awkward for students. So I'm going to go through each of these steps just to give you an example of what that would look like. All right, so the first step here is gather the materials needed for the sandwich, which includes peanut butter, jelly, a butter knife, and 2 slices of bread and a spoon. All right, so we are going to say that that is what happened, that the materials were gathered, not that I gathered them, but that they were gathered. So the materials for the sandwich were gathered, and I could say including peanut butter, jelly, butter knife, bread, and spoon. Okay. All right, so the next step is to lay out 2 slices of bread. So again, lay out is an action. It's telling you what to do. We're going to say what was done if we had done that action. So 2 slices of bread were laid out. All right, and then using a twisting motion in a counterclockwise direction, open the jar lid of the peanut butter. So this is just the instruction to open peanut butter. So you could just say the peanut butter was opened using a counterclockwise twisting motion. Okay, so this is now 3 sentences into our paragraph. Your procedure is always going to it's always going to be in a paragraph. All right, we're not going to be writing stepwise steps. It should be a paragraph. And then it should be in this past tense passive voice. All right, so it's a little awkward to do it, so I would suggest that when you're first starting, you start with a list of the steps and don't worry about what tense they're in, and then go back and try to put them into the correct verb tense to get the standard scientific procedure. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and stop here, but now you have a few sentences as an example. All right, and if you have questions, you can let me know.